J-Hope literally just finished performing day 1 of Hope on the stage, and we gotta talk about it.
It is literally 6 a.m. and we cannot go to sleep after watching that epic performance.
The whole thing, the whole concert from beginning to end was a masterpiece. J-Hope had so many secrets. He had so many surprises for us for this day, and we have to talk about all of them. Day 1, I feel like it's gonna be the most special of them all because now ARMYs know the set list, so they know what to expect. But on day 1, we were full of curiosities. We had no idea what the set list was gonna be like, and we had questions like, is he going to play any BTS songs? Is he gonna give us a teaser to Sweet Dreams? And he sure did.
Starting from the very beginning, like it was one of the most cinematic VCRs I've ever seen. Like J-Hope's acting was just on a different level, and the concept and the storyline of the VCR was so creative. What I think is J-Hope in 2025 had like so many boxes, and those boxes were like J-Hope's of different years.
And he picked up J-Hope from 2023 and took him with him.
And in that 2023 J-Hope box, there were so many like subtle references to his projects in 2023.
Once he opened that drawer, there was like so many nostalgic props.
One of the props that just blew my mind was that Snicker bar. Oh my god, it just threw me to J-Hope Fake Love, and it was like a beautiful feeling inside my heart.
And then some of the other props that we were familiar with was the More key, and he had a lighter that had written arson on it that we later saw him use on the stage. Like we mentioned before, we were curious how J-Hope was gonna come out, because when we watched them at Lollapalooza, he literally jumped out.
He exploded out. J-Hope's grand entrance, he looked so smooth, he looked so cold, so elite. His aura was just on a different level in that all red outfit. He looked so calm as he rised up to greet ARMYs.
Even before he came out, it was like so moody. The stage was like all red and moving the fabric. It had like a spooky vibe to it.
And there was like eerie, suspenseful music going on.
Yeah.
It like set the mood for like such high anticipation for J-Hope.
J-Hope's very first track, the very first song that he performed was What If? And I feel like it was so fitting because if you understand the lyrics, he talks about like, what if I had no hope? What if I had no dream? I feel like to me that was symbolical because I meant like, if I didn't have any of those things, none of this would be possible and none of this would be happening.
As J-Hope performed initially, I was just so impressed on how calm he was and looked, because this is day 1 of his tour. Like, I'm sure you're filled with so much anxiety, but J-Hope, being the professional elite performer he is, did not have any signs of nerves.
If anything, he looked like so ready to take this on. Like, he's just so ready to show ARMY all of his sides.
Yeah, I feel like he was like envisioning this very moment the whole time he was in military.
There's so many reasons why this is special, but one reason this concert was very special was because J-Hope finally got to perform his songs from Hope on the Street live in front of ARMYs. Because when that album first came out, he was in the military. And you can just tell when he was singing his tracks how meaningful it was for him. And he did mention in the concert that he worked so hard before entering the military for that album.
It was so cool to have like one concert where J-Hope performed songs on Jack in the Box and Hope on the Street, because it showed like the versatility that J-Hope has. Jack in the Box, I feel like, showed like J-Hope's dark, passionate side, and Hope on the Street showed J-Hope's funky dance side. So as like the set list went on, J-Hope is showing us so many various corners and skill sets that he has.
We got to see so many different sides of J-Hope today. We got to see Hope World, which was awesome. We got to see Jack in the Box, and we got to see Hope on the Street. Every album is so different from one another.
And we got vocalist J-Hope. And that's not even mentioning acting J-Hope that was in the VCR.
One of my favorite parts, my favorite segments, is when he started Just Dance. Once I heard the instrumentals of Just Dance, I got so excited. I didn't think that he would go back that far, you know? ARMYs were loving J-Hope's throwback songs, and there was a part in Just Dance where he took his earpiece out and like heard ARMYs just like screaming because they were loving the performance so much, and he had a moment where he was like, I love you, ARMY, put his piece back in, back to being a professional.
You could tell that was straight from the heart, and it meant so much to him.
From ARMY's response, like, they also loved the fact that J-Hope did some of his older tracks and BTS tracks.
Just Dance really was like the start of like our favorite segment in the concert, because following Just Dance, he literally performed Sweet Dreams for the very first time. So that means that was like the world's first listen to his newest song, Sweet Dreams with Miguel.
That's not going to be released until March 7th.
Yeah.
And it was sweet, Familia. He literally said that it was kind of like a love song that he wrote to ARMY, because he says that he doesn't have like a lot of love songs. I guess that's true.
It was like a very romantic song, and it was like very comforting. And what's the most cool about it is that J-Hope mentioned that he produced the song. So now our dance leader is also a producer.
Let's go. The growth is growthing.
And what's wild is that after he performed Sweet Dreams, a very loving, comforting song, he performed one verse, which is a song that goes so hard and is such a throwback that Marisol and I don't even know much about it. We haven't even like ventured into like BTS's SoundCloud era. Wow. We're from the Love Yourself era.
We're Gen 4 reactors. And when J-Hope introduced the song, he said, "This is J-Hope's biography."
Wow.
My most favorite part, Familia, I'm so excited to tell you about it. He performed Airplane, which is an awesome song, a song that is like so close to my heart. I love that song so much. And then after he was like getting close to being done performing it, I was telling Uthman, I'm like, imagine if he does Airplanes Part 2. Oh, that's symbolical. Airplanes Part 2. I'm just kidding. Expect this. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now.
Oh my god.
Hey. And then boom, Airplanes Part 2 instrumentals start playing and we lose it.
Yeah, that was like a joke turned into reality, and it was like awesome.
I know, it was so awesome because we got to hear some of the ad-libs of the members, and we couldn't help but to keep thinking about Airplanes Part 2 music video as he was performing it. We miss seeing the members up there with him.
It was such a magical feeling, such a nostalgic feeling that brought back so many Chapter 1 vibes. Seeing that whole venue purple, seeing all the purple army bombs, hearing the other members' voices as J-Hope is killing the stage. It was like a very awesome moment. Airplanes Part 2 is definitely one of our favorite BTS songs. We've always loved it ever since the first time we've ever seen it, but following Airplanes Part 2, we had Mic Drop and Bop Say. Like, as soon as he performed Bop Say, like, that's when I lost it. Listening to Bop Say was just so magical, so nostalgic. I keep using these words, but those were like the exact feelings that we felt while he was performing.
There was random moments in the concert where J-Hope would give his like BTS tribute. He had the BTS logo up there, he had ARMY logo up there. There was times where the stage was purple and it was really awesome to see. And of course, it was so beautiful to see ARMY bombs once again.
As he was performing the BTS songs, ARMYs were chanting the BTS fan chant, and that literally melted our hearts. Out of all the amazing things that happened during this concert, the main thing that stood out to me was J-Hope's stage charisma and aura. I feel like we saw like a new and improved J-Hope, post-military, post-Lollapalooza J-Hope that is like so brave. His composure was just on a different level. He was like owning that stage single-handedly, controlling the attention, controlling the time so well.
While he was on stage, he would say things like, "What should we do now, ARMY? We can do anything." And I feel like that's kind of a flex. Like, he can do anything on that stage. He can sing for you, he can rap for you, he can dance for you, and act for you. As he's performing, by the way.
He looked like he was just in flow while performing. It just showed that J-Hope was meant to be a performer, meant to be on stage. He belongs on a stage. And to like confirm our hypothesis of like how J-Hope looks so calm, in the middle of it when he was talking to ARMYs, he talked about how like the most nervous moment is like 10 minutes before going on stage, and how as soon as he's on stage, that's when it's like the most comfortable. How ARMYs give him so much comfort and peace, and how ARMYs are literally his anti-anxiety medication.
When he was saying that speech, you can tell it came straight from the heart.
It like confirmed our suspicions as to why J-Hope looked so calm on that stage. Dance, music, and ARMYs are J-Hope's safety zone.
There was a moment where he brought back like his J-Hope saying, and it was right before he introduced and performed Hope World. It was like so nostalgic to hear J-Hope say that again, you know? And like J-Hope kept that BTS tradition going where they say it's the last song and then they disappear for a little while. We see ARMY signs and then they come back again. So J-Hope came back and ended his like concert in a very sentimental way. He did say that he put a lot of thought in as to what songs he wanted to perform at the very end, and those songs included Eco Sign, Future, and of course, Neuron to cap it all off.
J-Hope literally had 2 encores during the concert.
J-Hope really did end his concert in such a hopeful vibe. Like Eco Sign, like that's just such a beautiful message to end with.
The whole time I was thinking if the members were watching and everything, because I just felt like the Mexinese would have been so proud seeing their older brother J-Hope just kill that stage.
After the concert ended, we also made a post because we wanted to hear your post-concert thoughts, and this is what you said.
I was at the concert today. Oh my god. Staging was crazy. I could feel that Hobie poured a lot of effort for his concert and ARMY's as always.
We weren't there, but we felt it through the screen.
That staging was insane. There was so much elevation and like color at play. I feel like that was all like the mastermind of J-Hope.
Night 1 is done and my mind is blown. So much content and energy. J-Hope is a phenomenal performer and he was born to be on stage. I can't wait to see what the other shows will bring, who will attend, special guest performers. I can't wait. See you again for night 2. Sweet dreams. Bye. We do have an assumption that once he reaches America, Becky G could be there. And he also has a song I Don't Know with Yoon Jin in it from Les Seraphim, so she could potentially show up, right?
I don't know, but the guest that I want the most is the guy that featured on I Wonder. He's very talented, that golden boy. Absolute perfection from beginning to end, but I expected nothing less from Hobie. The set list was fire. He performed 26 songs.
Wow, I had no idea.
His energy and performance made my soul leave my body. This is a man who was born to be on stage. And then from the lighting, outfit, stage, and set design, everything was so perfect. Was anyone else shocked when we got one verse?
Yes.
Airplane to Airplane Part 2 transition and Bob said. That was like our favorite segment, and all that followed, sweet dreams.
Yeah, like J-Hope also didn't take any breaks between this. He was just like boom, 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 pop, 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 pop. Or should it be like boom, 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 boom.
I lost my mind during that whole section. We even got disease and mic drop, and at the end I cried when I saw the OT7 clips on the screen during Neuron. It was such an incredible concert, and it was only day 1.
Let's go! Perfectly said. Day 1 was amazing, and we had to talk about it here with you because we can't actually post our full reaction on here. But if you would like to experience a full concert with us, it will be available on Patreon. Click this button right here. Thank you, Familiar, for joining us and giving us this space to share our favorite moments from J-Hope's concert.
We'd love to hear all your thoughts. Leave them down below.